Nice. So what is in Sven? Okay, so obvious late game here. Gyro, obvious late game here. And a Demon Hunter Wizard. Crazy. Breaker. Tinkers. Orcs. Nice. DAC was the original 6-Orc player, by the way. DAC has played a lot of 6-Orc before it became popular, so he is incredibly good at making things work. In general, we will probably focus a lot on DAC and Dumpstead, because I think these are very two interesting players. Already looking like we might have like some Goblin mech setup for Butcher. That's very good. 2 Goblins here for Peter. A pair for Michael. Goblin and Dracula already rolling tier 1. I guess he might be looking for Force Staff. Okay, Fish for Mikazu. Interesting. I often prefer playing the Panda solo, just for the chance you get a Panda drop so you don't get like a bounty here. So some warriors for Dark. Matt Taylor playing, what's it called? Trolls. Butcher. Also pretty spread. CK early, very good unit. Almost a great start for Peter. If he had a Tinker here, it would be lovely. Double bounty for Michael. Can accelerate his economy. Saving gold for Dracula. I think here it's important to see who saves gold and who doesn't. So do you sell this for income or do you let it rip? And we do see pretty good units for Mikazu. I like that he's not saving. Dark. 3 Orc. Yeah, badge means that you got top 20 in the season. Yeah. I think Peter might be realizing now that this is not easy. So Dark has mana boots. I think Arcane boots early can be really, really, really good. And it also leads into several good builds. You can go Meepo, you can go Demons. You can just play late game with any kind of unit that can use boots. So boots can be very, very, very strong. Peter has Arcane boots as well, also good. Michael is pushing with Sins here, and Dominator, also very good. Dracula, Shard, and he steals rockets, amazing. Tinker 2 for Mikazu with Bottle, that should be a free win for a long time. Matt Taylor not opening his items, he might be waiting. And Butcher with Cap. Ooh, unfortunate for Butcher that he faces a Clockwork 2 that has Battery Assault, but this could be very, very, very good for Butcher. He could like sprint ahead of this game with the early Firian. Very nice for him. And Mood Boosted as double Wraith Band on the Legion Commander, that does not work. But a CK2, that is very strong. So this seems early game centric. Mikazu is going for Gyro Gambling. This is also early game centric. This is late game centric. This is late game centric. No items. Yeah, 2 Wraith Bands do not work together. Items do not stack in this game. Only Divine Rapier stacks. So I think when you play a lobby such as this, it's interesting to figure out, am I going to play fast or am I going to play slow? The advantage of playing slow is that you risk less, right? If you lose while playing slow, thanks, I'm listening, I fixed it. If you play slow, you have the advantage of actually not losing out on economy if you lose. But playing fast has the advantage of saving your HP and maybe securing you a better economy. Michael is someone we know to play very fast often. And you also see this with the Sins and the Bounty 2, so obviously Michael in a pretty good spot here. Mikazu, he's going Gyro Gambling, which I do not mind. I do this so much, and I love winning with gyro, so that's good. Butcher is playing somewhat fast with the cap. Should be good for him. Muerta is not the best unit to get, but it is a pretty good unit. Nonetheless, I think I would rather have Muerta than Venge, but he's so lucky. And you see DAC being very, very disciplined here and playing slow. I probably prefer how DAC is playing all of this. Great economy. He sold the Bloodseeker so he doesn't have 4 Orc. But great economy and just playing for a late game that he can turn into. I think this is how you often see top players play. If they don't get something that makes them able to run away with the early game, they just play slow. The obvious exception here would be Michael, who most often goes for tempo and playing fast. It's not a bad idea for Mikazu to do what he's doing, but I will tell you, it's a lot harder. Oh, no mind. I'm gonna shut up. Easy. I was gonna say that it's a lot harder to make gyro work in high lobbies because people know how to play against it. But he got gyro around 8. Obviously, he's an Oli subscriber. Everyone knows that if you watch me, getting gyro drop is very easy because I always get the gyro drop. And double Tinker, yeah. I actually wonder if he will play Golden Roll as push or if he will do it slow. He sells. Okay, so he's... I think I wouldn't have sold in a tournament lobby. I think in a tournament game, I might actually have looked for egg and tried to go gyro 3-star with egg. And then just played a reroll Draenei board. Sorry, not Draenei, reroll Goblin board. And then just hope that I get the gyro 3-star before round 30. But we will see. The issue he has right now is this was an early drop, but his economy is not good. And you do need economy less than you used to, but you still do need economy. So you also see 3 people here. They've lost a lot of health already. Can go many different ways. DAC, once again, is playing a lot around the economy. While you're holding the Ogre, in case you get the wheel, and then you get Ogre. I always hold the Ogre as well. And DAC has the lost talent, nice. So DAC knows he gets 40 gold here. And Butcher loses to Michael, but Michael also loses to Butcher, so an extra chunk of gold to Butcher. Very, very nice. This is a pretty good start for Butcher. So the issue now for Butcher is how confident is he in playing Undead? Because Undead is not always straightforward to play. The Capacity. I think he missed it, yeah. I don't think he gets a reroll now, right? He wanted to remove the cap and put it on the Enchantress, but we will see. Mood Boosted actually doing really well. CK is one of the strongest early game units you can have, so it's a good start. That's a good start. So now comes the mid game. So everyone picks their relic, and we will see where people go with this relic. Mikazu wants Egg or Wheel. He did not get either, I think. No one choosing the relic. Okay, so people are really taking their time figuring out what's going to happen in the game. I'm not seeing any raptures or any mangoes. No, this is a rapture or mango. Okay. Actually, very, very good position for a Butcher then, because he can scale well with this. Wheel for Mood Boosted Wheel is very strong if used in the correct way. Mango for Michael, that's amazing. And Mikazu got Weaponsmith. Weaponsmith can help you because it helps you find Dragonlance or Telescope, but I will say the issue with Weaponsmith is it doesn't give you economy and it doesn't give you tempo with the units. Like, it doesn't give you an extra gyro. But we will see. He needs to play his economy slow, he needs to find Meepo, and then we will see what happens. Peter has not chosen his relic. And DAC also chose to ban Elf, so he might go Warrior Guard. Warrior Guard with these items is perfectly fine. Arcane Boots, Talisman Ring, Dracula. Probably playing Mango as well. And a Lycan Assassin. Okay, there's a lot of tempo here for Mood Boosted. The thing is, tempo carries you in the mid game, but in the late game you need scaling. So we will see if this is good enough. Butcher with the Mango, Michael with the Mango, and Dracula with the Mango. So 4 of the really strong players all have relics that are really, really, really strong here. Mango, obviously, the best relic for scaling into the late game. And Key is the best relic you can do if you're doing reroll. And I think DAC is doing reroll. Again, I'm a little bit unsure exactly where his board is going to go. Will it be Warrior Guard, or will he do something different? It looks very Warrior Guard-ish, this. He's leveling. Meepo Demons. Okay. I would have predicted Warrior Guard here, but with him leveling, I'm unsure if that's still the plan. Strong board for Dracula. I like this. He should have a good game. So Dracula's biggest question is, can he scale into the late game well? Like, can he find a good solution late game for the other boards? Peter is gonna do... So he's not doing Mango and he's not doing Rapture. So I imagine Peter did not get a relic that he wanted. Win streak for Mood Boosted. He might be holding Wheel, but truth be told, if you had Wheel, you would just wheel Snapfire here and hope it was a mech. Like, you wouldn't wait. You would just wheel Snap, hope it was a mech, upgrade the Snap, and then if it's mech, you go Golden Rolls. If it's anything else, you go Goblin Drain Eye. Like, I think holding Wheel here is like you can do it, but it's very, 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 very dangerous. Like, you're taking a lot of damage, right? He had Mana Boots as well, so maybe he's looking to go Meepo SF. Mikasa looking for either Rubik or Meepo. You're winging it. Good luck, Mood Boosted. Sometimes we all need to just wing it.
Self is under attack.
Mood Boosted, for your information, I can tell you that the people who have badges next to their name, that means that they got top 20 in a season. And getting top 20 in a season is ludicrously hard. So, good luck. Oh, and Mikasa got a streak. Oh, with the Golden Rolls. And he got a Meepo. Okay. And he has Dragonlance. Ooh! So I agree with what Mikasa is probably doing here. I would roll this for tier 3 as well. Tier 3 is really, really good on Gyro. You can get Trident, Moonshot, Manta is insane, Vlad's is insane, Skadi is insane, Lincoln's is insane. So should be good for him. Yeah, Mikazu is definitely looking good here. The issue is, once again, this is not going to be completely free to play. So DAC is going Warrior Guard. Okay. Warrior Guard, as we all know, is incredibly strong. It got nerfed several times. It is still quite good. His items are good Warrior Guard items, not items on the Beastmaster. That should be fine. The issue is Mikazu has strong late game potential, but strong late game potential can be really hard to make work in Gyro if you don't have a good mid game. Because if you just don't get the upgrades, then you might just get run down by your opponent's boards and you don't get the tokens. So the next 4 or 5 rounds for Mikazu are the most important rounds. He can afford to lose 1 or 2 rounds, but he can't afford to lose 3 or 4 rounds. 2 rounds even is like can be very dangerous to lose. He's winning this one. It's good. So mood boosted actually in a really good position. The issue I can foresee here is that you have to remember that the game is not won round 17. The game is won when you're the only one left alive. So will you scale better than the other players? Which is always the big question when you're playing. But we will see. Things can always surprise us. Michael playing a Sin board here. I think he's just doing this for mangoes. Obviously, this is quite good. Also, he had really good mangoes. Always already halfway to 9. Dracula saving his mangoes. Also playing a strong board. Might lose this one to the techies. The Ogre Hood as well. Oh, okay. All of a sudden my game is lagging. What the frick? The fuck? Okay, we're back. It is. Hello, Ramson. And I will also say that I do think Mikazu is in a good position. The point I'm just trying to make is that being in a good position with golden rolls is not always enough if you end up being unlucky. Like, you just need one bad round, and it can be really hard to win with. And Peter does have wheel, and he is hoping to find some 5 cost to wheel. This can work. This can work. Or he's going for Meepo or something. This can work, but as you already see, health is very dangerous. DAC is doing okay on his units. He's not too far ahead. He is playing slow with his gold. So this could go either way. Michael has all of his mangoes. He's level 9 with 40 gold. Very, very crazy. I imagine we will see Michael roll somewhat soon, hoping to find a 5 cost that he can get gold from discovering. Dracula needed to win this one and did not win it. He lost to DAC. So he is going to lose out on 1 mango. This is the issue sometimes when you play against strong players that like playing tempo, is that they might just run you over with like a strong board. Because Dracula's board is not weak, but DAC's board is not weak. So the early techies and the Spectre, very good here for Mikazu. What is Butcher doing? Still rolling on that, but also just getting into the late game. I like how Butcher has been playing this. Good use of Mango. Good way to play the game. Probably will find a 5 cost that he can cap, and then he's hoping for a wheel. Meepo SF for Peter. It's not bad, but it is very low HP. Warm-up game. Hello, Yoses. I am competing in 6 or 7 weeks when the finals are here. I won't be competing in the qualifying rounds. So let's see how Dark rolls and hits. Michael found Leshrac, by the way. He's going to do some kind of funky board. Classic. Yeah, and I think Dark is showing good routine here that he stops here. He rolled a lot of gold, he found units, but he's still stopping. He's going to roll hard next round, I imagine. In general, when you play these sorts of lineups, you want to make sure that you don't waste your goal, like your game basically, by rolling too hard. So having a bit of patience here, he is very close to hitting almost all of the units, so very good. Quite far off from the Bloodseeker, but that is how it is. So this is where we will see all of the Mango players scale. Let us see if he hits his rolls. Michael is finding 5-cost units. Ringmaster as well. This looks like a nice board for Michael coming up. Kind of wants one more sin, I imagine. Okay, looks good. This is the real rank. Okay, so Peter, somewhat good board now, but can still be very dangerous. Oh, did he roll his... He rolled his Arcane Boots. I think Arcane Boots is the best thing you have. We will see. I mean, so far Mood Boosted is outperforming Peter, so one day was all it took her to figure out the game. Dark didn't roll all of his units. He's actually incredibly patient. Okay. Oh, he went Mango here. Oh, I like this. Mango is very, very, very good because it allows him to scale with Warrior Guard into the late game, which can sometimes be the issue. Probably going to see him go fairly hard here. Also, Dark primarily plays on China, so he's probably very happy to play on a little bit lower of a ping. Yeah, you see good rolling. Very split units, but Beastmaster's done, Juggernaut is done. He needs this. Oracle is done. Nice, 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 nice. I think this is correct, yeah. Oh, this is unfortunate for Peter. Ooh. It's fine. Some people play better from behind. Peter's the first one who's out. He also did not have a good relic. I think wheel on 10 when you aren't playing pressure is really hard to play. So I'm not too surprised this was a hard game. Dracula playing 6 warriors, 4 orcs. This is obviously very good. Might scale into 6 orcs here. Matt is playing some strange elf trollbolt, but we will see how this does. Knight PA, okay, interesting. Were you surprised at what happened, Peter? Butcher playing 9 hunters here. Oh, 9 hunters is very fucking annoying and actually quite strong in this position. Actually a really good position for Butcher here. I really like this. I quite like the sport from Butcher. If he keeps scaling, this could be really good. Michael is playing Elementals, Sins with Tauren and Centaur. Obviously really, really strong. Mood Boosted is playing Knights, Beasts. Will have issues with scaling now, but Again, we will see what happens. Mikazu with the gyro. Again, this is where you struggle. You don't have gyro too. You're level 9, but you don't really have the units that help you just win the game. So if you face the wrong lineups, this could be really tough. And Dark playing Warrior Guard. Warrior Guard with Mango here, and he actually has gotten all of his Mangoes so far, right? So actually a really good position for Dark. Really good position here. Doesn't have the Bloodseeker upgrade, but I imagine he can do without. I would personally level if I were him. Look at the Gyro 3 coming. We'll see. Butcher going for upgrades here. I think that's very good. Which are his items? Okay, so he might look to go Forakir. You all know I'm a Forakir lover. Forakir is reasonable this game. Dracula going 9 Warrior. The issue with 9 Warrior this game is that it's good against some boards, but 9 Warrior can struggle so much against Warrior Guard specifically. So I'm a little bit worried for Dracula in this position, because he will fare well against this, and this, but he will struggle hard against this, and probably Michael's board as well. So Dark is really doing this, playing this slow, which I guess is fine. Items are quite good for Dark. Quite good items. Michael, he wheeled this and got Wizard Leshrac. Okay, Wizard Leshrac is obviously fucking crazy. And he also has the Wizard Ringmaster. Actually, very nice board from Michael. He still needs to find, like, maybe one more unit that can help carry the game, or, like, one more synergy. It could be Torrents, it could be Centaurs, but, like, one more thing like that will really help the game. Mood boosted, crushing the double birds. Very good. Mikazu with his 1 out of 9 egg. I imagine if he finds Gyro here, he upgrades. I would do that, but he did not find Gyro. Butcher. Again, I like Butcher's board. That's also a very nice item, Telescope. Whoa! Okay, so his items are actually quite good. He does not have Glimmer Cape though, right? Troll Wizard. Okay, Troll 2. Okay, things are maybe working out for Dracula. And Dark, being greedy as he is playing so slow because he wants the Mango here. And he will get a Mango. Very nice. I think Dark's position is incredibly good. Like, look at how slow he's going with the Mangoes. Very, very, very good position. Michael, obviously strong as well, but I am a little bit more worried for Michael in terms of scaling. He doesn't have gold. He doesn't have a wheel he can find. What Michael is really looking for would probably be a TA, but he hasn't seen the TA. TA would be like a good way. Okay, 4 Demon Hunter, or 2 Demon Hunter. Oh, 4 Demon Hunter, yeah. 4 Demon Hunter, 4 Centaur, right? Very nice switch here from Michael. Very nice switch here. Switching out of the Elementals. And a very, very good timed switch against the Warrior Guard board. Very nice. Very, very, very nice play from Michael here. Very, very good. Very cool to see. And Matt sadly dies. Matt sadly dies to Dracula. Dracula is playing 9 warriors, so that is very good. That is 1 point for Mate. Again, mood boosted. This is often the issue you have. If you have a strong tempo early game, you still need to know how to transition it to a strong late game. And usually if you're somewhat newer at the game, it can be really hard to transition good units into like good mid game, good late game. So we will see, but this is also a board that struggles against a lot against the other boards. It struggles against this, it struggles against this, it struggles against this, it struggles against this. Actually, it struggles against every single board being played right now. Let's see if how this round fares. Oh, on this board, Warrior Guard, you are not beating. There is 0 way you beat this. Very, very, very strong board. And also a board that leads directly into what you don't have, which is damage and sustain. Not dead here yet, but... Oh, actually did die. I was wrong. Well, that is 2 points for mood boosted. Oh. Butcher is... You got the early game down, yes. I mean, you beat Matt Taylor and you beat PPD, so... It's also, you know what they say, it's good to have room to grow. If you'd already figured all of it out, what would the worth be of playing, honestly? You beat T, I win a PPD, exactly. So, Butcher with the 9 Hunters here. 9 Hunters loses hard to this. This is not a good pairing for Butcher. He just gets decimated. And Butcher will never beat this board unless he gets Havoc, at which point there's no reason to play 9 Hunters. So a little bit of tough of a position for Butcher. Mikazu is scaling now with the gyro and the units. If he gets 1 Demon Hunter, he will do pure damage, which would obviously be very good for him. Dracula is actually beating Warrior Guard. Interesting. Usually Warrior Guard beats 9 warriors, but maybe he has some good items on Dracula. 9 warrior can win and lose any game, basically. Print, okay. I mean, Mirror Shield is not that good, but... And Michael is looking for a way to scale. So, obviously the dream for Michael here is to get Sven 2-star. We will see if that happens. His board is a little bit weird right now. He has double Magnus, he has double Earthshaker, and then he has 3 Demon Hunter, but he's not really playing that many units that utilize the Demon Hunters, but I believe he will find a way. And Dark obviously is just... He's incredibly strong here. He is really, really ridiculously strong. Dark very well poised this game. Round 30, it's over, Michael won. Wheel of Wonder for Dark, so he's gonna want to wheel the Bloodseeker, I imagine. Interesting. I would roll for Bloodseeker then. I wonder if he does that. And Wheel for Butcher. Wheel for Butcher is very important here. He kind of wants to scale into Dusa 3. Centaur Bloodseeker. Okay, so he might go for some really fucking silly 4 Centaur Warrior Guard board. You also see him, this is someone who knows his game, already saving up Elementals for the late game. Everyone this game sucks against Elementals, by the way. Everyone here is trash against Elementals. Fucked by Elementals, fucked by Elementals, fucked by Elementals, fucked by Elementals. Skadi on Lesh, you know I love that. Still a little bit worried for Michael. Mikasa doing good here for Warlock. And Dark actually loses to Butcher. Yeah, actually Dark will struggle against Butcher because Butcher can just push him back. But I guess you can maybe get Centaur to beat it. Or add Warriors. Okay. He's also just holding one mango. I mean, I guess now if you get Lich, you could replace the Mars with Lich. Sorry, not Lich. If you get Leshrac, you could replace Mars with Leshrac. And then you could play 4 Centaur, 4 Orc, 4 Guard, 3 Warriors. And then maybe add an Archer on top. Could be very strong. And Michael acts Sven. Yeah. Sven 2 will be humongous. Ogrehood for Butcher. Ogrehood Dusa can be really good, and it can also just not do that much. Butcher loses his mango. It's looking good for Mikasu, especially with the 4 demons, demon hunters. Items are fine as well. I do wonder if you would prefer the Wraith Band and the Bracer on the Spectre. I think I might. But that's not obvious. Michael will be super strong when he gets the Sven upgrade. He's also saving gold. He also has gold mango. He also has tangos. So good position for Michael. Gold mango here. Wraith is crazy good on Gyro. The thing is that it's also crazy good on Spectre. That's why I'm posing the question. I don't know the solution. Or I don't know the answer. Right now it's pretty interesting because the boards are like almost like rock, paper, scissors. Some boards just beat each other and some boards just lose to each other. Dracula losing here, yeah. Dracula, I think, has the weakest board right now. The issue for Dracula is that his board is so shoehorned into one strategy that it's very hard to break away from this. You have more flexibility as Dark. You have more flexibility as maybe not Butcher, but you have more flexibility in these 3 lineups in the top. It's looking good for Mikasu, yeah. Slow egg from Michael. You know that's how my eggs go as well. The Sven upgrade will be huge, just so you all know. Like, Sven upgrade with 4 Centaur can be insanely good, and it's with Mirror Shield, and it's with Minotaur Horn. Like, I think so, but I think Dark is also not in a bad position here. Like, now he went 6 Orc, right? He switched from Guards into 6 Orcs, which is super, super strong, right? Right now he has so much HP. This is, however, the worst board for him to face. Because he does not necessarily have the damage to deal with the Dusa, but the Dusa actually does not have the attacks to keep everyone at bay, it looks like. And this is often the issue when you go Ogrehood Dusa, is that the Dusa is not that strong of a carry. Like, okay, he might clean it up. Okay, good, good, good. But this is very, very risky for Butcher. Dracula, I'm also scared for. Honestly, I think Dark is in a great position. You guys might be thinking he's the one with the lowest HP. Items for Dark are so fucking good, and he has insane upgrades on his board. Like, he can really, really, really push this board in an insane way right now if he wants. Michael also in a very, very good position. This egg needs to fucking grow, though. He went IO, right? And he went IO, so he will get Leshrac 3 next round, probably. I think everyone went IO. Oh, he has Sleeve, okay. And Butcher, I mean, Butcher if he gets Deuce at 3, but he's not going to. Doesn't have enough gold. So we'll check which item Dark gets here. Dark's items can be very, very, very huge. Necrobook, Daygun, Greaves, Refresher is amazing. Abyssal Blade is amazing. Didn't choose. Radiance is amazing. Sven 2 for Michael. And Sven 2 for Dracula. Good items as well. I love Skadi on Leshrac. It's like one of my favorite things. And he will also soon have Magnus 3, probably. And when he gets Magnus 3, if he gets Magnus 3 with the Minotaur Horn, that's insane. And also the Mirror Shield. Very, very, very good. Still very good position here for Mikazu. He should not struggle against this. Oh, this is a terrible matchup for Dark. He's going to lose his Mango here. Yeah. Michael, this definitely beat that. And Butcher is out. 3 points for Butcher. And Dracula is out. 4 points for Dracula. Tough position here. I think Dark beats Mikazu, but I think Dumpster definitely beats Dark. And Dumpster is also beating Mikazu currently. So, yeah. It's a little bit hard for Mikazu actually here, because you need to find a solution to Michael. And the truth is, you don't have a lot of control here. Like, your control is basically Ringmaster. So a little bit tough actually in this position. And now we have Dark playing 4 Centaur, 4 Guard, 4 Orc. 6 Orc, sorry. Crazy change he made here for board. What is this board? Yeah. Rough game for you. I understand why you sat with Warriors, but very hard to win with Warriors there. And it looks like Dark is out. So the finals, the 2 players we will be watching will be Michael and Mikazu. 5 points for Dark. So the winner will either be Michael or Mikazu, and I do really like Michael's board. I mean, Leshrac, insanely good. 6 Orc is not doing anything here for Mikazu. Oh, Gyro 3. I mean, Gyro 3 is crazy. Does he have a reroll here? Gyro 3 is crazy. Truly an Ola subscriber here, by the way. Everyone who subscribes to me always gets Gyro 3. Okay, so you might want elementals against this. Hello, Savior. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. And for 6 months in advance. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Savior. Yeah, so this is where... So this is no slander to watch Michael. But... Michael actually is one of the players I more seldomly see set up for elementals in the late game. Obviously, it's not because he doesn't know to do it, but he just, as a routine, does it less than I think some of the Chinese players I play against do. How would you play it here if you went elementals? What would you remove? Tauren, I guess? Yeah. I do think elementals beats Tauren quite easily here. Even though you lose guards. Nice. Both boards are strong though. And Michael is very close to Sven 3. Magnus 3 as well. Personally, I would be looking for elementals here. I think elementals is incredibly good here. The gyro just fucks himself over instantly. And also gyro is pretty annoying against totems because he does kill the totems with the flak cannon. So unless you silence unless the gyro gets disarmed on the first attack, you are not in that good of a position. If I can press F3. You're welcome. So Mikazu got more items than Michael. Weaponsmith, that's good. Wheel for Mikazu, that's very good. Can help him solve the board. I would, by the way, have ditched... I would not be playing Goblin anymore. I think playing Goblin here is grief. Because Goblin doesn't do anything against this. Like, Goblin doesn't do anything against the Demon Hunters. So you really want to switch out of the Goblins. And I wonder if Michael is looking for elementals. Yep. Oh, mischance. Oh. This is a Sven 3, yes. Nice. I really like this. I think the easiest way to win this game is to go elementals. I think elementals here are crazy strong. And I think Mikazu needs to recognize that you do not need to play Goblin anymore. Goblin doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything here. You do not want Goblins. You want to go Wizard, and then you want to switch into any kind of other board. You want to play Elementals, you want to play Trolls, you want to play... like anything. You just do not want to play Goblins, because Goblins do not do anything for you. Okay. The issue right now is that I think unit-wise they are somewhat equal, but I think synergy-wise Michael is way better. Elementals here feel so good, because you will just fuck yourself over. Diffusal is somewhat interesting, but you really need to find different synergies than this. Again, this unit isn't doing, like, I will point out the units that are not doing anything. This. These 4 units all do nothing right now. And you're also playing Double Spectre, which is not necessarily bad, but they don't do anything at all. Like, they literally have no impact. They're not winning the rounds, and the synergies they're adding do not do anything as well. I think the issue I'm saying Diffusal is interesting is because it could do something against this Sven. Because it will remove the Centaur and it will remove the Elemental. Also, the game lags. I don't know why the game is lagging today. I've never had this lag happen before. Frick. Sven can't lifesteal. He's doing pure damage. Sven needs boots, if you all want to know. The best item Michael could get would be boots. I actually think the weaponsmith might even be griefing a little bit. Because the only item you want on Sven is boots. Boots is... If he had Tranquil Boots here, he would have won the game already. That is how good Tranquil Boots is on Sven and how important it is on Sven. Okay. Spectre 3. That does make it a little bit harder for Michael. He needs to find one like really good unit here, or like one really good item. I think Greaves would be insane. The issue he has right now is he doesn't have boots, he doesn't have blink. He has centaurs, yes, but he's not getting to the backline fast enough. And you need to get to the backline faster to kill this or this. You could even argue you want to Ricky this, like... Because the Sven will hit hard, but it's taking too long for the Sven to attack. Aegis. His Omni isn't doing anything. In general, Mikazu is not playing the synergies correct here. Because once again, Goblins don't do anything, and Omni isn't doing anything. And the Demon Hunters are also... I guess Demon Hunters are helping with the damage, but the Demon Hunters are also... They're actually buffing each other, by the way, by adding Demon Hunters to each other's boards. This could turn it with the Minotaur Horn. Oh, and he got Mjolnir? Okay. I would Aegis the Magnus for sure. Because he will have his stun when he respawns. So I think Aegis on Magnus is better. He's probably going to put it on the Sven. I think this is not as good. I would put it on the Magnus. Because you would get double AP. Sven clapping. Oh, thank you. Strange reason. Is it better now? Sorry. So again, I would personally prefer the Aegis on the Magnus. Yes, there will be a few more games after this, Barak. This is only the first game. There will probably be at least 3 games, maybe 4. But probably 3 games, I would imagine. Depends on how people play in the tournament and if we see the same people come out on top. And it looks like Michael will be the winner of the first game. Incredible play from Michael. But that is also what we expect from him. GG. Amazing. That's a fun game. I do think the main issue he had here was the fact that Mikazu did not transition into a good late game. You need to play good synergies. And his synergies did not do anything against Michael's board. Michael had 4 Centaur and 4 Elemental, whereas Mikazu had 4 Demon Hunter, which is just not enough. Omni Knight also doesn't do anything against Demon Hunter because all of your damage is pure. So a bit hard of a game.